welcome to a new tutorial. Today we are going to draw two kinds of girl hair, long hair, and we're going to again be doing curly hair versus straight hair. And yeah, let's begin with straight hair since that is pretty much the easiest. So first we're going to sketch the outline. It's going to come off the top of her head, a little above her head, and fall down, straight down. And we'll do that on the other side. So yeah, for now it looks like a big towel just draped on her head. Okay, this side of the hair is actually going to come in some more, so what I'm going to do is cut it off and have it come out only to where the bangs would be, around this point, and then the rest of the hair will fall way back here. So instead of having it come all the way down from here, we have it behind the head. Okay, now let's see what bangs we're going to do. For this, I'm going to do the regular really straight cut bangs here. I could do something really and make this girl look less stern. I could like have it be curly rounded bangs, but well, not curly, just like not straight on all angles, super angular all over the place. But that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take the idea of straight hair and make it really straight. So let's have the bangs a little above the eyes. As you can see, it is in front of the eyebrows here, and that's okay, you'll still be able to see the eyebrows. With some characters, the bangs actually fall partially in front of the eyes, and if it's a really mysterious character, it falls entirely in front of the eyes, but we're not doing that. We're just going to go for a nice little thing in the middle, where it's slightly above the eyes, but covering the eyebrows. And as you can see, if we went all the way back with the bang, that wouldn't look right. There's like a big bald spot right here. So what we're going to do is have a long piece of hair coming down in front of her ears. We can do that on this side too. With straight hair, symmetry is a very good thing, unless you want your character to like really stand out. Then you can make it not symmetrical. But if you just want a normal character with straight hair, boring and all that, you can have it symmetrical, and that would be a good idea. Okay, we've got the basic form of the hair down. Let's start putting in the details. So I'm going to zoom in so you can see when bangs are like this. I mean, the hair is never solid unless you're doing a really cartoony art style, and usually not even then. So we need to show where the hair breaks apart and becomes individual strands. And I'm going to start with the bangs. Now, one thing you need to remember is that the head is a curved surface. So let's put in a curved guideline down the center of the head. We have to remember this so that we don't have the lines for the bangs straight up and down, since that's really unnatural. Well, even though this is straight hair, this needs to curve just a little. Okay, now I'm going to, now that we talked about that, I'm just gonna put in little cuts up here, little places where the hair comes apart. And it's very irregular, even though her hair is straight and meticulously brushed so that it is orderly. These are never going to be quite perfect. And I'm not going to go terribly detailed with them either, just a few. And then we have a little falling over this strand of hair that goes over the ears. So now I'm going to touch up the outline just a little. Shave it down some. Because straight hair does not have a lot of body, so it's just going to lie flat against the head. So it's very close to this part of the head, while on the girl who's going to have curly hair, it will be very high above the head. So that's something to remember when drawing straight hair versus curly hair. It'll be very, very flat. Oops. Okay, now that we have that, let's put some detail in the back of the hair. I'm going to have just one strand coming off on this side. And I'm going to do my best to make it come down naturally from the top of the head. We don't want it to look like it's sticking out. Remember, this is straight hair and it can't hold a shape very well, so we have to make it look like it's falling naturally, which means it has to go with the general curve of the hair. So that means that I'm going to have to go in a little more than this. So let's erase. Good. There we have it. A piece coming off of that side, and then we're going to add another piece in the middle of this, and this time we won't have to do anything fancy. We'll just put in a little break like we did for the bangs, and that will be sufficient. Since we're not adding much detail, I won't do too much with the side parts of the hair, but I will put in a few small breaks. One right here. This brush is a little thick for this kind of work. I'm gonna get a smaller pen. Okay, that's better. And for the side parts of the hair like this, it's not too important for it to have breaks so much as it should have strands visible in it, like this. But I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to put in one small break over here. And then another small one in here. Okay, that's done, so I'm just going to erase the parts of the head that wouldn't be visible. Okay, yeah, we finished straight hair, and now we're going to move on to curly hair. And I think there's going to be a lot of noise in the background while I do this, but it can't be helped. Life goes on even as I'm filming videos, so I apologize for that in advance if there are any noises, but let's start on the curly hair. Again, we are going to start by sketching the outline, and I just want to point out that the bangs are going to part right here. So let's put the part in the hair on this corner, and the hair will come up from it. See, because when you part your hair, it dips in when you parted it and comes out high on the other side. So let's just have that. It'll come in for a moment and then go back out. And like with the other one, it will go behind her head and come out behind her head back there. Even though this is really exaggerated, the hair in the end will turn out very, very thick, going a lot higher above her head than the girl with straight hair. So again, that's something to remember. Alright, let's look at the bangs. They're going to be sort of messy and parting right here like we planned. So let's just do a lot of curling spikes. Let's curl one about around the eye there, another behind the ear, and this one just coming off the edge. Now I'm going to get rid of this part guideline. We can actually have a lot going on up here if we wanted, so long as we follow the path that the hair needs to be taking. So I'm going to leave those lines there. Not sure if I'm going to keep them just yet, but we'll see as I add a little bit more detail and refine these guidelines. I took this line here and made it connect to the piece of hair that we had coming out. So that's the first thing I did. The next thing I'm going to do is start curling the hair. Let's come in and then go out. Now we have a curl of hair wrapping around a larger mass of hair. We're not going to keep all these individual lines because that's just not the art style we are working in today. This is anime, and usually the hair does not look like this unless it's draped in vines or something, which her hair isn't. Her hair is so curly and so messy that it's falling out over her shoulder, which is a really cute look. So let's keep making this super curly. We're going to have this little wispy thing at the top because it's so cute. Let's have it curl up on the edge there. And now again I'm going to go in with the eraser and start cleaning things up a little. I'm going to lower this part of the hair some because that's just way too exaggerated. And I'm going to pull this side in. Well, actually I don't think I'm going to. I like that thickness. Let's put another curl behind this ear and connect it to the top of the hair by imagining a line behind the ear and filling it in where it would be visible. As you can see, this would connect to that curl quite well, so that's what that is there for. Now let's clean up these curls over here. The hair has to follow a certain curl pattern. Even if it's really messy, it has to have some degree of order. So what we've done here is on this side at least, is we've decided what general shape the hair is going to be in, and that is this shallow S-curve. So basically all of the hair is going to follow that line on that side. And on this side we have a much sharper curve, so it's going to follow that too. And the important thing is here is that we are not spelling everything out. We are not going from the top and coming all the way down in one solid line. We break off every now and then and just have floating lines in the middle, and this makes the image far more interesting than if we just had a lot of uninterrupted strands going all the way down. In fact, it would make her hair look either like it's draped in ribbons or like it's My Little Pony's hair, and that's not the style we are going for here. Okay, let's erase the parts of the head that would be obscured by her lovely thick hair. And now we are going to attend to the bangs. We had the guidelines, and now it's time to fix the things that we are not quite satisfied with. I'm not quite satisfied with the middle, so let's have a wisp there and another here. We'll have another one right here, and then we will change directions of this curve and slowly come down until we meet up with the other side of the hair. In fact, it doesn't look much. It depends on your point of view, but if you wanted, you could change the part from being right here to being right here. Since we have this very distinctive place right here where it looks like it's been parted, it doesn't necessarily look like it's been parted anywhere, so you have a lot of freedom in choosing where to put this cute little wisp. Okay. Just like before, I want to color it in, and this time I'm gonna shake things up a little. I'm going to have straight hair be a bright color and curly hair be a dark color. With the girl with straight hair having light colored hair, it makes her look like a very shy and timid character. If we had given her dark hair, she would look like she's probably very confident but still doesn't like to be around people. You know, dark loner sort of character that is so interesting to have in anime. And because curly hair is just such a bouncy look, her having dark hair will not affect her personality stereotype at all. Except maybe it'll make her look like a rich girl. Dark brown hair looks rich, you know. I mean, yeah, blonde, but also dark brown hair seems sort of regal to me. Maybe because I have dark brown hair. I don't know, I'm biased. So, let's continue coloring it in. Alright, that's it. Straight hair versus curly hair in the long hairstyle. For girls' hair, I hope this tutorial was helpful to you. Last time I did a tutorial for drawing boys' hair, curly versus straight. And I'm going to continue this series with having the girls with short hair and the boys with a little longer hair. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I hope these tutorials are helpful to you guys. And check out some of my other videos. I've got some links right here, so check them out. And thanks for watching, and I will see you in another video.